Hey guys, they'll be reviewing this stunning 2020 Mercedes-Benz S560E long wheelbase Grand Edition Executive. So yeah, obviously quite a long name, but yeah, obviously a little bit of insight to the W222 model shape S-Class. It was released for 2013 model year, and this car's a facelift, being the 2017 to 2020 model, and it's finished in Cavansite Blue metallic, which is a very deep navy blue. It looks absolutely stunning. I think this is one of the best colours. It looks like BMW 7 Series Tanzanite Blue individual, and yeah, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. You've got multi-beam LED adaptive headlights standard with triple beams on the side here on the S560E models, and yeah, you've got the triple sort of grille here, which is a hallmark feature of the S-Classes, along with those triple beam headlights, and you've got the adaptive cruise radar plate at the front here, which is a good distinguishable feature. This car's got the Distronic pack, or the driver assistance pack. You've also got Merc's classic style bonnet badge here as well, or roundel, which is quite cool, and you've got a lot of nice chrome features around the car, which makes it look quite elegant. You've got the 20-inch 10-spoke diamond cut night black and silver rims on the Grand Edition. Grand Edition hallmark features on the outside would be the front wing badges with the Grand Edition logo, which have been deleted by the first owner of the car, and a 360-degree camera, and yeah, also the electric tilt and slide panoramic sunroof, and obviously lovely, you've got cross-drilled ventilated discs. You've got full chrome window trim all around. You've got rear privacy. You've also got double glazed laminated front and rear windows, which is really luxurious, and like I said, 360-degree camera. And you've got the lovely wheels, which are a hallmark feature of a Grand Edition vehicle. You've got the S560E badge on the back. Obviously, this is the only plug-in model of the range. It uses a 3-litre twin-turbo V6 with 367 brake horsepower derived from the Half-AMGs, combined with a 123 brake horsepower electric motor, which gives you a combined power of 490 brake horsepower, which is quite powerful. You had the 2.9 diesel, which is a S350D. Obviously, those prices started at around 83 grand for the Grand Edition exec, and this car adds about £20,000 extra onto that price, being £106,000 new. So it's obviously a massive difference. It's 10 grand more than a normal S560, so the Grand Edition and exec adds about 10 grand. The executive's a 5 grand pack. So yeah, in the back here, you've obviously got both sets of charging cables for the plug-in sort of aspect of the car. You've got a 3-pin charging cable Mercedes supplied, and then a genuine Meneke's supplied Merc double-ended fast charging cable. So quite nice to get both sets of charging cables. And you've got some storage on the bottom here with a tyre compressor and a towing eye. Obviously, being the S560 model, you have got sort of limited boot space, because obviously they needed to accommodate the massive battery and the massive motor drivetrain. So yeah, but in all fairness, having a long wheelbase car and the executive does already reduce the boot space, because they need extra space for the seats to recline back. So yeah, you've got the charging port nicely discreet on the back here as well, nicely integrated, and yeah, really nice. You've also got fuel flap switch inside and these chrome door handles. Again, the lovely Grand Edition wheels, a hallmark feature of a Grand Edition. You know straight away it's Grand Edition trim with the night black alloys, and yeah, on the inside here we've got Black Nappa leather, which is standard also on the Grand Edition. In terms of interior features, the Grand Edition adds active ventilated multi-contour massaging front seats, air quality pack, which is basically just gives you an air freshener, yeah, a scent cartridge which you can put inside the glove box. It's got a compartment to put that, which sprays perfume through the air conditioning ventilation system. And yeah, like I said, full Black Nappa leather interior, which is a much nicer upgrade over the standard leather you get on these cars. And yeah, let's just move on to interior. Into the back of a long wheelbase executive. The executive pack is a £5,000 option, which effectively adds fully electric rear seats with 37-degree back angle reclining, so these seats can recline up to 37 degrees backwards. The passenger seat can also move the front passenger seat forward. You've also got, in addition to the normal standard heated seats, you've got active ventilated rear heated seats, and you've got 3 set memory. You've also got electrically adjustable headrests, and you've also got luxury head restraints, which basically is an option which adds these lovely supple soft pillows. And yeah, you've also got the rear roller blind package as part of the executive pack, which gives you electric rear side blinds here, which at the touch of a button can be closed down. So you've got a quarter blind and the main blind, and you've got electric rear sunshade as well, which can be deployed downwards. And the last button you've got activates the rear glass pane off the pan roof, which yeah, so it's got a split pane pan roof. The front part opens and slides, and as a blind, the rear glass is fixed with a blind. You've also got I'll just show in a second, yeah, and yeah, obviously 4 buttons. So you press down once to close the window, and then up to close it. Sorry, press down to open it, and then up to close it, and then up again to put the blind up. And like I said, you've got double glazed glass, which is really luxurious. And as part of the executive pack as well, you've also got soft closing aid for all doors as well, which is very luxurious. You've got standard on the S560Es the Burmester surround sound system with 590 watts and 13 speakers. If you want the Burmester on the diesel model, you need to get the Grand Edition for that. But yeah, obviously very nice. Like I said, you've got the control panel here. Hallmark feature of long wheelbase cars is obviously extra, besides the extra leg room, which is actually very plentiful. This is a driver's seat in my position. As I'm quite tall, I have the seat quite back forward, and there's like a huge amount of leg room, which is really surprising. Yeah, another Hallmark feature is these rear fold down vanity mirrors, which is only on long wheelbase vehicles, the A8, 7 Series and the S Class. You've got the rear light here and a mirror, which is very nice on each side. And like I said, the rear panoramic just the single pane rear sunroof here, which can be closed with this blind. And you can also put up this rear sunshade, so you can have it really dark back here, obviously. And you've got this multicolour 64 range ambient lighting, which I've set to blue, which is very nice. And you've got this fold down center console here, which can pop out these cup holders. You just press down on here, and then you click this button to raise them back up. And you've also got a button here to adjust the headrest. You've got some storage in the middle here. You've also got in here a little storage where fridge would normally be, but obviously this car doesn't have the fridge. I don't think you can get it on my S560 even, but yeah, folding back the seat, it's obviously quite nice as well. And like I said, you've got electrically adjustable middle headrest using this button. It has an actuator obviously inside, and from the front you can actually raise and lower these rear headrests for extra parking visibility. And yeah, the executive also comes with rear 2-zone climate control, thermotronic, so yeah, fully automatic dual zone climate control with individual temperature, individual fan direction, and you've got 2 USB-C ports as part of the executive as well. But yeah, 2 climate vents here, and then 2 climate vents one on each side. And you've obviously got the fan ducts here for the active ventilated front seats. It really is just an absolutely luxurious experience being back here. You've even got the rear headrests tilt and telescopic, so not only do they go back and forth, you've basically got you've got 4-way electrically adjustable bottoms. So you've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 electrically adjustable settings for a rear seat. So you've got 10-way electrically adjustable rear seats, and yeah, very high quality materials. Another interior feature of the Grand Editions is this unlacquered black stained black ash wood interior with this grained effect. And you've got full Nappa leather on the door cards here, and on the belt line as well, some plastic leather, just very high quality materials. Even on the bottom here, you've got plastic leather. You've got illuminated tread plates as well in the Grand Edition. Keyless go standard on all models on the S560. And yeah, like I said, the electric panoramic tilt and slide sunroof which is on the Grand Editions. You have to option a Grand Edition to get this option, regardless of it being an S560 or a diesel or a lower end petrol model. But yeah, it is absolutely stunning. You've got the facelifted AMG steering wheel with a perforated side grips here. You've got the AMG floor mats, so even though the car's not an AMG line and it's a Grand Edition, it's basically an AMG line on top of a Grand Edition. So yeah, it's basically, the Grand Edition is just a trim, it's just a pack basically, which gives you extra items. But yeah, at the front you've got these colossally adjustable 22-way electric front seats with 14-way electric, and then it's got a further 8 ways on the system. So you've got dynamic seats which have inflatable bolsters, 4-way pneumatic lumbar, 2-way pneumatic shoulder, so this shoulder bit actually increases and decreases. It's hard to see on camera, but yeah, really advanced. And you've got the side bolsters, like I said. You've also got, like I said, on the Grand Edition, you've got this black interior ashwood trim, the air quality, or the air sort of scent package with that compartment. It does need a canister, obviously, which can be bought at a main dealer. And yeah, you've got active ventilated front seats on the Grand Edition with a multi-contour massaging seat. So it gives you all these extra seat functions, and on top of that, it gives you all these different massage settings. So you've got hot relaxing back, which basically uses a heated seat and the massage function, and you've got a classic massage. I was driving this from Manchester, about 200 miles. It was really comfortable. I had ventilated seats on and a massage and Spotify on. It was just a real good experience. You can also adjust a passenger seat from here. Both seats are adjusted from this infotainment. Obviously a facelift car is a double bonded 12.3 inch dual flat screen on the center console here, and yeah, so this is 12.3 inches and this is also 12.3 inches. And being the S560E model, you've got about 25 miles worth of full electric range. Then it goes on to petrol. It still does use hybrid and does give you a huge jolt of power. Obviously you've got the EQ meter there with your power and charge reserve there. You've got the driver assistance pack, which gives you adaptive distronic cruise control. You get Speedtronic standard, which is standard cruise, and you've got steering assist and lane keeping assist and blind spot monitor as part of this pack as well. So it's definitely a must-have pack. You've got this facelift, obviously, like I said, steering wheel with these touch capacitive buttons, which I do like on this. You can control the infotainment using this, and then the main instrument cluster using this. So you can obviously have different modes. You can have your service trip as well. The car's obviously one owner, and it's got service history from Merck, full main dealer, and it was serviced 4 times. It was serviced a little bit late at the start of its life, but apart from that, I don't think it should be too much of a worry, because yeah, it's had services done on time. And yeah, you've got 2-zone climate control in the front and 2-zone in the rear, so you've got 4-zone climate control. You've got the grained ash wood, obviously the black ash wood on the Grand Edition. You've got a little cubby here, you've got a central analog clock, and you've got a flat bottom steering wheel. Like I said, this button activates the rear headrests, which can go down and up. And obviously the Grand Editions come standard with a surround camera system with self-parking as well, and a parking aid thing you can use on your telephone, where the car can actually go back and forwards. And yeah, you've got Airmatic dual mode control suspension, so this allows you to raise and lower the car, and it has adaptive damping, so it's absolutely it's just a pinnacle ride comfort this car offers. Yeah, just absolutely brilliant. You've got the command navigation system standard. You've got different modes. Obviously, you've got the energizing comfort, which needs you to put the canister in the glove box. You've got dynamic select with your different drive modes. In sport, it's very responsive. In eco, it does slow down a bit to save fuel. You've got blind spot, lane change, lane keep, and traffic sign assist, as I said before. And yeah, just absolutely brilliant. The seats, you've got everything there. You've got your light settings as well, your seatbelt adjusters, which has the obviously the Safe Pro seatbelt, pre-safe seatbelt tensioner as well, and it's got electric, tightening, and you've got these lovely metal chrome things there as well. The door popper, or the door lock, yeah, sort of things. You can also control rear blinds from electric folding mirrors, and like I said, you've got the 64 colour ambient lighting, which can have different zones as well. I like to have it all the way up, but yeah, you can have different brightness zones, so a front, rear and a display. The display's got its own ambient lighting and obviously in the back it just looks absolutely brilliant. It really is just something else. Like I said, you've got 4-way electrically adjustable front tilt and telescopic headrests, and the front passenger seat, from a driver you can actually control a passenger seat, so you can actually turn on their seat ventilation and heated seats, and you can actually move the seat back and forwards, as well as the rear can do that, only on the rear passenger side, because it would be illegal if you could adjust the driver's seat whilst driving from and down the seat. You've got 12-volt socket, you've got a revolving front center console with wireless phone charging, 2 USB type 2 ports, an SD card slot. This one's for Apple CarPlay, and obviously, yeah, it's revolving, so it opens on both ends, which is quite nice. And yeah, you've got this lovely, I do love this S-Class center control stack. It's really luxurious looking. You've got a massage button there with a little humps on it, and you've got your charging thing there, which allows you to change, it actually allows you to change your driving mode, so you can have hybrid, e-mode, e-save and charge. So you can sort of charge your battery or have it on the electric only mode, which only uses the electric motor. Like I said, it's got 23 miles, and it is plentiful. Like I said, you've got command, you've got a full Apple CarPlay, full widescreen Apple CarPlay navigation, and yeah, you've got the Burmester surround sound system, like I said, with 13 speakers and a 590 watts with different sound focus and surround sound setting. And you can also obviously change the display for the instrument cluster, which is quite cool. You can have normal, eco or sport. I prefer sport. It doesn't seem like you can actually adjust it to which driving mode you are. You have to stick it on a certain driving mode, so I've just got it locked on the sport driving mode, but you can change it whenever you want at any convenience. But yeah, I do think the facelift looks a lot nicer with the steering wheel and everything, and the steering assist. You've got a rear blind control switch as well, which allows you to raise and lower the blind, and you've got a facelift start stop button. It used to be sort of a chrome metal little flanged thing you just stick on the ignition, but this looks like sort of a gun barrel. It looks like a James Bond movie. You just click the button and bang. It looks pretty funny, to be honest. I've always found that funny on the facelifts. And yeah, you've got these adjustable aircon vents as well, and yeah, a really lovely dashboard. It's nice how everything's integrated. It's not like a massive tablet, it's quite integrated in this little sort of hump design, just like BMW's ProNav back in the day. But yeah, obviously, like I said, you've got full Black Nappa leather seats with grey stitching and perforating, because they are ventilated obviously. And yeah, it just looks absolutely stunning, this car. You've got the full pan roof open and everything, and the cross drilled discs. It just looks absolutely stunning, this car, to be honest. There's no words to describe it. That 105 grand new, you're saving a huge amount of money, and I think it's quite reasonably well priced compared to the diesel Grand Edition execs. But yeah, aside from that, under the bonnet you've got a 3-litre bi-turbocharged V6 with 367 brake horsepower, derived from the Half-AMG models. I don't think it's specifically the same engine, but it does have the same horsepower output of the SLC43, the GLC and the C43 and the GLE43, and all the other Half-AMG models at the time. Combined with a 123 horsepower electric motor, you get a combined engine output of 490 brake horsepower, which is absolutely monstrous. It's definitely very potent. You've obviously got the climate laminated windscreen at the front, the gradual tinted windscreen. Also, you've got a memory pack, which gives you electric steering column, tilt and telescopic in memory, and the full memory seats, like I said before I forget that. But yeah, car's one owner, and it's got the Merc service history. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't think this will stick around for too long. Hey guys, so today I'll be test driving the S560E long wheelbase Grand Edition exec. So yeah, obviously it's an absolutely mega car. It's a lot of car for money, obviously. You know, these are about 106 grand new almost. Obviously this one's got the driving assistance pack, which is quite nice. I wouldn't say it's a rare option, but I'd say it's quite an uncommon option, because not a majority of them have it. But yeah, basically just gives you adaptive cruise, full self-driving on the motorway, and it even sort of curves around bends on the motorway, which is pretty good actually. Most adaptive cruises don't really do that, but yeah, it's just an absolute mega car. It's just driving it so cold, you know, it's literally just like feel like a boss when you're driving it, really. This one's pretty quick as well. It's obviously the S560 is basically the best thing you're gonna get before you get to the full AMG cars. And obviously, yeah, being a long wheelbase, it is extremely long, the car. It does feel like you're really driving a limo or a chauffeur car. But yeah, you sort of had the S350D, which was a twin turbo 2.9 litre, or is it 3 litre? Yeah, which had about 286 brake. Then you had the S400, the S450, which has the same engine as this, the 367 brake twin turbo 3 litre, but this one has got a 122 horsepower. Was it 123 horsepower electric motor, which, yeah, effectively makes it really quick. I'm obviously putting sport mode, and yeah, it is really quick. Considering it is a big boat of a car, a lot of people call S-Class slow because, you know, they're very heavy and they don't have a lot of pulling power. But this definitely feels a lot more responsive than the diesel. And yeah, like I said, it's basically the best thing you're going to get before you get a full AMG. This uses the 3 litre twin turbo V6 derived from a Half-AMG series, so it's sort of the same engine you'll find in a pre-facelift C, GLC, GLE 43 models and the SLC 43, and it's combined with a 123 horsepower electric motor, a big fat motor, and yeah, it is really quick. It's got a massive amount of torque, 490 brake horsepower that's resulting in. And yeah, this one's finished in Cavansite Blue, which is a really deep dark blue. It's a lovely colour, very luxurious, and this being the Grand Edition exec, I don't think there's anything more you can really get apart from the rear luxury lounge pack, which is on top of the executive, which just gives you rear TVs basically, and that's it. But yeah, obviously this one doesn't have that, but it is really loaded nevertheless. You've got the Grand Edition alloys exclusive, you've got the Black Nappa leather, everything's very high quality, full black Nappa dash, and you've got a 12.3 inch double bonded screen, so you've got two 12.3 inch screens. The facelift sort of car has a more updated system. You'll see it's got like a MBUX style system, so it's just a bit more nice looking. The older system didn't look as nice, but yeah, you've got massage, full massage front seats, heated and ventilated as part of the Grand Edition pack, or trim level. And then the executive, as you can see in the back, you've got the, well, you can't really see right now, but you've got rear roller blinds for the side doors, a rear blind, heated and ventilated rear seats with electric reclining, and they recline up to 37 degrees. And yeah, you've also got, as you can see, these fold down vanity mirrors with lights, which is part of a long wheelbase sort of style. So most long wheelbase cars like the A8 and the 7 Series, they do have these fold down vanity mirrors. That's sort of an easy giveaway that you're in a long wheelbase. And yeah, it's obviously got a split pane sunroof, which is part of a Grand Edition. Burmester comes standard on all S560 models, but if you had like an S350D, it wouldn't come standard with Burmester. Grand Edition would actually add that on. But yeah, compared to a diesel S350 Grand Edition exec, it's about a 25 grand, 20 or 25,000 pounds difference cost new. But yeah, in terms of this car, I think it's only around 10 grand up from the standard S560E. All S560Es come standard in long wheelbase form. You can't get a short wheelbase model. And yeah, it is, like I said, the closest thing you're going to get before you get a full fat S63, which, bearing in mind, only has about 80 horsepower more, which, you know, isn't a crazy amount more considering that's got a twin turbo 5.5 V8 bi-turbo. But yeah, very punchy, potent bi-turbo in this still, which really has a lot of pulling power. I was really surprised. You've got immense amount of torque, and it's a brilliant engine. It definitely makes this car feel like an E-Class almost, or even so a C-Class really. But yeah, it's brilliant. You've got the, like I said, the updated command system, you've got massage seats, you've got Airmatic dual mode air suspension as well, which allows you to raise and lift the car with active damping. So it's just a really good ride experience. You've got double glazed laminated front and rear windows with privacy in the back. and yeah, you've also got the EQ boost. The S560, also being the only plug-in model which is offered in the S-Class, gives you about 25 miles range on a full charge, which is quite nice, and it's got quite a reasonably big fuel tank as well. You can get almost 500 miles of fuel. So yeah, you've obviously got a electric rear window blind, and then you toggle this button for a rear one, and this one for the, and you've got a full opening panel roof at the front, which is just yeah, it is brilliant, really. It just is absolutely gorgeous. There's no words to describe. It's just the epitome of luxury, this is. There's no words to really describe how brilliant this car is, and how much value for money it is. I don't think this will particularly stick around long, because, you know, I've priced it similar to basically what you can get a diesel one for, but these are way more brand new. It's a completely different car in my opinion. You've got electric, you know, electric mile range, which is good maybe for chauffeuring, and yeah, you've got fan, 4-zone climate control, even you know, you've got 1-zone or 2-zone in the back there, and the Burmester 590-watt surround sound system. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.